Hi glow babies, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how I turn my old rundown off-white counters into this beautiful modern marble look. So you want to go ahead and just start off by taking everything off the countertops. Then you want to go ahead and clean the surface area, so I just used a Mr. Clean Magic Sponge. And I'm just going to be using this marble contact paper that I got on Amazon for like $9. Then I went ahead and started laying it down, trying to see what method would work best. I tried it horizontally, but it just didn't work out for me. I didn't like that because it just didn't fit right. So then I went ahead and tried it vertically, and I preferred the vertical method better. I mean, of course it took longer, but to me it just looked better because I could get that bottom half of the countertop down. But honestly, I would try out both methods just to see which one works better for you and your countertops. Then I went ahead and just cut it. So here I'm just double measuring it, making sure that it fits. I made sure to give myself like an extra inch of wiggle room just in case if it was too short. I took off the back and I started laying it down, starting off with like the edges. So I pulled the back of the contact paper as I went. If you are using this method, make sure to keep it completely horizontal and straight, because if not, you're gonna get air bubbles. I had an actual video of me laying down the contact paper and pushing out the air bubbles, but somehow it got deleted. So this is just me flattening out the sides and getting that nice and flat and making sure that there's no air bubbles in it. Then I went ahead and did the sides. It's basically like the same thing. You just measure and cut. Again, I gave myself that extra inch so I can do like that top border that you see me rubbing down here. I went ahead and did the same thing for the other side. So here in the middle of the sink, I basically measured it the exact same way I did vertically, and then I gave myself that extra inch at the bottom. But I also gave myself some wiggle room because I needed to make sure that I gave myself some room around the sink. So I made sure to give myself at least an extra 2 inches around the sink, so that way when I lay it down, I have enough space. Like if you can see here, I'm giving myself lots of room just in case, so I know that it fits and it's not too short. So I started laying it down how I did before. I did the edges first, and I made sure to just lay those down nice and flat. So as I was pushing the air bubbles out, I made sure to get the contact paper as close as possible to the sink. And since it's a round sink, I'm gonna have to cut as I go. That way I can form the contact paper to the edge of the sink. So you'll see that in the next few clips. Mind you, it is extremely difficult to cut the contact paper and film with the other hand. I'm like multitasking everywhere, but we did it. We got through it. So as you can see, it's very important to give yourself that extra couple of inches, not only because you're gonna cut that, but also because I didn't even give myself enough space at the bottom to like wrap it around the edge of the sink. So I'm gonna have to just improvise from there. I'm just taking these pieces off with my X-Acto knife, just slicing them and just removing them off of the sink. So I ran into a little bit of a oops, but that's perfectly fine because it happens. We're not perfect. I just took a piece of contact paper and stuck it under, one of those scrap pieces, stuck it under there and folded it on top, and it's good. It's good to go. Flatten it down and it's like nothing. Then I went ahead and did the other side. I'm kind of just like eyeballing it and just going with the flow, giving myself some extra space, and I just flattened it down like I did the other side. The only thing I had left to do was like the backsplash area, and I basically did the same thing. I measured it out and I laid it down and called it a wrap. And here's the final look. I love it. I'm completely obsessed with it. The only thing that I will say is that when you are doing this project, you do have to be very patient with it because it takes time. It's not something that you can rush through. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and go check these out. Bye guys, love you.